Hey folks, fWhip here, and welcome on back to Empire's SMP for the final time of Season 1. It's a wrap, folks. It's ended, but don't worry. Today, we've got the World Tour and download coming out. Well, I'm going to be touring around the Grimlands. You can be checking out all the other bases inside of the download itself if you would like to. And do not worry, it's going to be the pre-destruction version of the world, so you can actually tour things instead of just a giant crater. The Grimlands was one of my favorite build projects I think I've ever done, especially the flying glass explosion in the sky. I've never done something like that before, but it's just made me find a whole new love for glass art and things like that. So I've been wanting to do it a lot more recently. But we started from that house over there with a random idea of creating these spikes, which I kind of wish I had done some more of throughout the entire place and around the place instead of just in front here. But overall, I spent all of my time inside of here and being part of the storylines instead of spending time building up the base, and I'm happy that I stayed involved with the server on that front. That being said, coming on inside, this is one of my favorite village builds I think I've ever done, and this is such a great way to keep the villagers inside. It's such a place that's so full of life on the inside, contrasting to all the death and destruction on the outside, maybe foreshadowing what's gonna come here. Sorry, Lisa, you won't like it. But anyways, we've got all this stuff. We got the salmon sweepers around, and it's just so cool walking around here, seeing everything going on, and I just had an absolute blast. And I will say, looking back on it, Diagonal Storage Room was great. The carpets in the middle were what really made it difficult to work with because all the shulker boxes are floating, but it was the only way to stop iron golems from spawning, so I didn't have a better option. Around this corner, we had the tiny market stall with the copper and dark prismarine, and then we had our secret base entrance, and then the potion shop. Over here, we have Mythical Sausage's assassin headquarters wagon here, so if you needed to do any assassinating, hopefully never in our village of me. But then we've also got this place inside of here where a villager appears to be stuck. Oh my gosh, there are so many, between Hot Tub Villager, Villager of the Trapdoor Potion Shop, oh my gosh, there's so many villagers that are just stuck on walls. To the point where I started doing this, so they couldn't even go inside buildings, just filling it with black concrete. I will say, I don't want to spend too much time on this world tour, as y'all are going to be able to check it out for yourself, and I got a bunch of cool information for you in regards to Season 2 and things like that. But one thing I want to stop at is the butcher shop right back here. This is one of my favorite builds I did the entire time. And we actually decorated the interior, another villager of the trapdoor. Look at him. Look at him. No wonder I kept losing villagers. They're all still here, just randomly stuck around the place. But anyways, I love this little area where you step down and then you can come outside. And there's a little bit of a pen for the piggies, and they've got their place to hang out back here. And it just fits so well into the village that you don't really know it's a workstation until you get into the back and you're like, oh, that's cool. Between that, the Mega Forge, which I'd never built a structure like this before. I had so much fun planning that one. And the Mega Base itself, I wish I had stuck with this one longer and actually spent more time completing it. But I'll be honest, I got super burnt out on building for a while. And the last thing I wanted to do was extend the Mega Base and extend this giant mansion. So I started doing smaller projects in the world, and I'm totally okay with that, and I think that's totally fine. But I think that's a lesson for me next time when we get around to Season 2, is that if I get one of these big builds, do it while inspiration is high and running like crazy, because I tried using this as a way to get me re-inspired in the world, and something of that scale to get re-inspired might not be the best idea, because after I kind of quit on that one, all of the ideas were flowing. But it's fine. Looking down at the Grimlands from the Salmon Surveyor, this thing was so cool. We got the railroad all the way over to the mountains with the Salmon Sanctuary and everything like that. And I do want to say the world download, if you haven't found it, is down in the description. I have removed the nether and the end dimensions as well as all of the player data to try and cut down on the file size, and it's still almost 4 gigabytes. So it's going to take you a while to download, and the service I'm using only allows a few hundred downloads every 24 hours. So if it says it can't be downloaded because it's hit that limit, try again the next day. I'm purposely releasing this on my second channel so it slowly gets the word out to the entire community of people who want it. So hopefully it shouldn't be an issue, but we'll see. We'll find out. Now, another note on that, the texture pack itself in its full entirety will not be available because I want to give a very big shout out to 6fWhip, who did a ton of the work doing the custom models and custom armor and custom weapons for us inside of this world. And then there are a few other artists that some people worked with, but Blue did so much work for him for us that I wanted to give him a huge shout out here. I'll leave a link to his Twitter down below too if you wanted to go check him out. He's got some really cool work that he does, and he's a very, very talented individual. Now, if you would like the texture pack that has all the leaves and the foliage updates, that is my own, and it's available to YouTube members, patrons, supporters, and Twitch subs and the works over on my channel specifically. If you would like it, become one of those, join the Discord, get your account linked and everything like that. You'll find the downloads in the special channels for all of the supporter ring. Yay! But now, Season 2. Season 2 of Empire's SMP. There's a lot of questions going around. When's it happening? Where? What's going on? What's up with that? What's up with that? And I don't have any concrete answers, but I want to give you a little bit of a tidbit of what we've been talking about. 1, it will be happening. 2, the team has been working on Empire's SMP exclusively for the past 8 to 9 months. We've been going hard. We've been doing a lot of stuff. So it's going to be a few months before Empire Season 2 is out and everything like that. But we're in the works of planning loosely, talking about characters and things like that, and storylines and a little bit of stuff, just in the background, kind of getting the inspiration flowing and getting really excited for all of it. So in the meantime, expect a mini series or 2 that will have a large number of the people involved with if they would like to join up. But I don't want to spoil anything else on that one, so you'll have to wait and see on what's coming out on those. Now, Season 2, we've decided to run Empires a little bit like a D&D campaign. I just want to come over here and look at the sugarcane field one more time. This was, well, I'll get back to the D&D campaign, but this was one of the things that you never think about in Minecraft. My base is all the way over there. I AFK about where that tower is right there, and that is the max distance of here for the sugarcane to grow. So unless I was specifically over in this area, this stuff never grew. And then with Shelby based over there, she only grew to like right about here. So the sugarcane just never grew unless you were specifically standing here AFK at this point. Lesson learned of build your sugarcane farm a little bit closer to your base. Now back to it, the D&D campaign side of things about how we're planning this stuff out. Our thought process is we've had the stories. I've had the stories of fWhip from the Grimlands. We've had the stories of Gemini Tay, Wizard of the Crystal Cliffs, everything like that. Lizzie the Ocean Queen, all of those types of vibes. And we've decided more or less to take Season 2 as everybody's picking new characters. Still the same Empire's SMP action y'all are gonna love, but everybody can have the time to re-roll. It's not like I'm stuck in being fWhip from the Grimlands for the entire time. I have the freedom if I want to. I can continue the same character if I would like, but I have the freedom if I want to be like, you know what? I want to do something totally different, and that's okay. We want to make this as fun as possible for ourselves, which means we'll be able to create the best content for all of you. So we figure going heavy into that aspect, if we can pick a new complete everything, new base style, new whatever you want really, is completely possible. So even Joel could be tall, unlikely, but possible. And Jimmy could be a technical redstone wizard, unlikely, but possible. It's all possible. But there we have it, my friends. Empire's SMP Season 1. World download down in the description if you have not got it already and are just waiting for that really big download to go. It's almost 4 gigs. Give it a little while. It's a rough one, okay? But it took me a long time to get uploaded, which is why it's taken so long to get it out to y'all. But anyways, thank you all so very much for the support over the series. If you want to see more random behind the scenes content, be sure to subscribe here to my second channel, fWhip 2, and be sure to leave a like on this video to help the rest of the Empire's SMP community find the world download and everything like that. So thank you all so very much for supporting all of us throughout this entire journey. It was an absolute blast, and we will be seeing you in Season 2. And with that, I'll catch you on the flip side.